So, welcome back to Jace now, and this time I'm going to actually show you whether it is pointless or not pointless to install one of the Vibe micro amplifiers. It's 65.4 I believe so. So I've got my Golf, all the doors are upgraded, obviously they're not factory speakers anymore. I've got, I believe, I've got edges, the newer versions, the slimmer ones in the front, and I've got the older ones in the back. And I've got a micro amplifier which is right in there, stuffed away, and I've got the aftermarket head in it, singled in Pioneer, which makes it easy, just sort of plug and play, and you can amplify your doors better. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a demo run, first one with the amplifier on. And then we'll pop it out, and then I'll show you what it actually sounds without the amplifier, like just from the factory, just from the head in it. One of these amplifiers can be bought for about, let's say, 120 to 150 quid, and then that's just for plug and play for an aftermarket radio. If you would want to install one of these amplifiers just with the factory head in it, it is possible to do so as well, because they do have special plug and play bypass looms, and it all works as it should. So basically what we'll do is I'm gonna play some music. I'm gonna put it, probably set the camera up and down the table, and then basically you'll hear from, like, sort of from the distance to hear what it sounds like. And then I'm gonna remove the amplifier and I'm gonna show you what it sounds without an amplifier. So let me set the camera up, set you all up, and let's hear what it sounds with the amp on.
Will today be rough or will today be great? 9, 10, 11, 12. Lately I've been going through hell. 13, 14, 15, 16. Today's the day. Are you coming? I'm sick of being normal. I'm sick of being average. I'm sick of being mortal. I'm about to be a savage. I see a lot of things that I want, I will have. I got a new mindset that I just established. I'm march through the cold with the nails on the pavement. I'll shovel that cold just to get out the basement. My story will be told, helping others make changes. I'll be so bold, they will watch in amazement. I'm gonna face it, I'm gonna chase it, I'm gonna start on that, keep waiting. Time is moving, quickly fading, but I'm right as the clock can take it. I'm gonna face it, I'm gonna chase it. Cause I'm here now and I'm staying. Cross out, this the fight that I've been craving. I know there's something inside of me, but it's been masked by fear and anxiety. But no more, I'ma break out of the chain that's going. I'm waking up, this ain't enough. All of my dreams were starting to rust, but I believe that I can adjust. Positive thoughts, I'm starting to trust. Nothing's secure unless you work. Something up here requires an urge. I have been hurt by those at their worst, but they can give us some power surge. And they know that I won't surrender, so they fear me as a contender. Deep down, I know I'm a fighter. Deep down, I know my desires. Everybody thinks I'm just a liar. You don't know what I got inside you. I'm not gonna fight fire with fire. Never let you get tired. Mess with me and they never will find you. Yeah. Tell me I won't get it. You don't know me, cause I'm cold with it. Always in the night, got clothes in it. Always in my mind, don't know it. I'ma be the one that blows up in it. You can be the one that shows up. I'ma I'll be the one that knows my mission. You gon' be the one with no ambition. I'ma make you take it all back. You ain't never gonna get it, I'm too fast. Call me a two-step, 40 yard catch. Always look forward, no, never look back. I just wanna do better, listen to my best. Give me up in the booth, and I put them on my best. When I say the truth, they all listen to the facts. You gotta come to loose, so I put them in the back. That's why I do hard work, always less. And the pain's on the neck, though it hurts real bad. But you have to attack, but you want to attract. When you're gonna look back, and regret what you act. Everybody knows it's the fact. Yeah, I just want my words to affect. Yeah, I just want my words to all fast. Yeah, not sorry, but what you want back. You just fucking see how me outside.
So yeah, that was basically the full tilt. It goes to 45 on the head unit without any distortion, and that's what it sounded. Basically, I had the come on, little sausage. It was like here, putting the phone in there. So it's about, how to say, maybe it's about 5 meters. Well, not 5, 4 meters away. So now what we'll do is I'll put you on a time lapse. I'll take the amplifier out, and let's listen to it again and see what the difference is with amp and without an amp.
Girl, you got me shook.
Right, so the amplifier has come out. It's only now just a factory, well, just an aftermarket Pioneer head unit. That's running my front doors, and this is what it looks. That's what it comes with. It comes with this harness. This is for aftermarket, as you can see. But if you do want to put it in, like I say, in a factory head unit, it comes with another additional harness to interlink in here, and basically that's the little micro amp, 65.4. apparently it's like I believe 50 watt RMS per channel at 4 ohms. This is not 2 ohms stable. At 2 ohms it cuts out and it wants to do crazy things, but this is all you've got, like setting wires on the bottom, on the one side of the amp, high pass or full, and then the gains obviously for the front and back, and basically that's it. There's no other crossovers, nothing to set. But I think the high pass filter works from I think 80 hertz and up, something like that. I'm kind of thinking, but I normally always set the high pass on the head unit. But if you have like a factory, you just got to like basically play with the settings and make sure that the speakers don't go crackly. But although I do advise upgrading the factory speakers would make a difference, it would be clearer and better. Well, enough talking. I'm gonna set it back up and play similar tunes, or the same ones what I've played before, and see what it done a change. Well, so what can I say is, there's definitely a difference between having an amplifier and not having an amplifier. I'm not sure whether you heard it there properly or not. It's just because I've tried to set it exactly the same wherever it is, where the camera used to be before and stuff like that. But on 45, like what I used to have it when it was kind of distorting an amplifier, probably my amplifier was turned up a bit more. But when now I'm actually listening on 45 from the head unit, it doesn't match with the bass what I had. So I actually have to turn bass a bit lower because it just hits too much. Although on a head unit, I can't actually turn it up louder if you heard it, but that was like 55, like 10 more 60s. But you can hear that like closer to that sort of range, it starts to distort, and normally just the head unit outputs actually start to distort sooner than the RC outputs. For this specific head unit, if you want to give me a feedback, it's the DAB, sorry. Which one is this? This is the MVH X580 DAB. So if you want me to do I've got a DD multimeter to find out where basically, oh my god, where there's basically the distortion point. I can do that for you, but that's really as much as I can do. I believe that, yeah, I can turn it up a bit higher, and because I've got the distortion meter for the beat audio subs as well, and they don't sense any distortion till about 60 the way I've got it set. But that's one of the things. So basically, yeah, the conclusion is that this little tiny amplifier does make a difference. I would say probably nearly two times loudness wise, because your normal head unit, let's say aftermarket head unit, is only putting out what, 25 watt, 20 watt RMS, something roughly like that. It works out, I've been thinking 20 watt RMS, but the speakers that I have are 150 watt RMS, but it all depends on the sensitivity as well. I can go further in with again. So dB sensitivity, the lower sensitivity, the more power you need to actually make the sound. Then higher sensitivity, the less power you need to make the sound. So if I would have low sensitivity, that would be even worse with the head unit. If I would, like I've got like 90, 95, 90 and up sensitivity, it's much more beneficial to have that if you've got low power head unit or whatever. But the thing is, in my case it did make a difference, but let's say if you would be connecting it to like factory head unit, you would notice a lot more difference, because factory head units actually worse than aftermarket head units. That way people are changing from factory to aftermarket, because there is point to do so, because you get better quality, better sound and stuff like that. But so I hope this video came in handy for some of you who are looking out and thinking, oh, is it worth spending 200 quid or something like that on an amplifier that it's so tiny and will it do any difference on whatever on the sound? But yes, it does. It does make a difference. So yeah, I hope it came in handy, and thanks all for watching. Like and share, subscribe. And now I'm gonna go install a proper 4-channel amplifier because I've got more power to give. See you later, peeps. Bye bye.